Hey, what's up YouTube? This is the Alchemic coming back at you today with our free-to-play. So, let's go ahead and mulligan the quest. Oh, can I mulligan? What? That's weird. I didn't actually mulligan today, that's weird. But yeah, I've been working on the shaman, so I'm gonna go ahead and show off the shaman and sort of just explain about the class. So, I worked on the shaman, I finished the shaman. We can take a look at the shaman cards that we got that are basic. So you got Totemic Might, which is a really bad card. 0 mana, very conditional, so it's actually really bad. Frost Shock is just not very good. Flame Totem is amazing. Rock Biter is quite amazing as well. Hex is the best removal, in fact, in the game. Bloodlust is very situational as well. Wind Speaker is decent. And Fire Elemental is pretty amazing. So you guys can take a look at the cards once you get the Shaman to 10. Anyway, my Shaman to 10 with this deck against the Innkeeper. So, yeah, let's go ahead and move on to Rogue. So, Rogue cards are pretty good, I would say. They play a lot of good removal. Play some of these. And then back to the basics, except that this is going to be more weapon-oriented. This is actually pretty good. I mean, this is good against you, actually. I'm gonna put just maybe some different cards. Maybe a little more meat. We can actually play because it's weapon synergy. I'll play one of these. Some Ascensions as usual. Okay, we'll go back to basically a normal rogue, I guess. So we'll play, like, basically just a basic rogue. I think, no Cthulhu in this deck. Just something that we can crush the Innkeeper with is kind of what you need. Because leveling up is really just the hardest part. Alright, how do we curve down? Play some of these. Play some of these. And there we go. So this is more of a basic rogue. Alright. There we go. So there's our deck. So obviously we can't run in the constructed yet because our decks suck. So let's try and beat some Warlock again.
Valera versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine!
Watch your back.
Alright. Having coin is quite important in when playing Rogue, because it activates a really good card called basically a style called Combo. And if I draw Eviscerate, I can show you what it actually does. This card's really good. Face. Coin tap. Okay.
Now. Here we go.
There's not really much to say about it. It's just basically a weapon class. It's actually very reliant on low mana spells because it activates something called Combo, which basically has an effect, and then if you use a card before you play the combo card gets a second effect, basically. So it's very good. This is actually really solid.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
I'm not ready.
The light protects me.
Push forward.
This is really how you should be beating them down. Just play against Warlock and beat everyone. Really easy. It's quite simple. There's not much to it. At least in the beginning stages. But however, the other rogue is actually much harder to play. They're much more complex, much more sequencing matters a little more, you know, a lot of things can really lose you the game. But it also has a really good reward to it if you know how to play the deck. So right now this rogue is very much face centric.
Your soul shall be mine.
Watch your back.
So there's also a card called Backstab, which is actually really solid. Oh wow, that's really good. I already score on turn 1. It's just, crazy awesome.
The light protects me. I fight.
You know, take candle.
I fight. Here we go.
Someone called for it.
That's fine. Wasted coin.
Here we go.
This is one of the cards that make rogues really strong.
Here we go.
Is that free? 1 minute. Ooh. Okay.
Pass me that arc light spanner.
Here we go.
I'm ready.
So we should just really be zooming through this because of just how easy Innkeeper is to beat, and that's what I suggest for sure.
You call that
Hey, give me a minute.
Oh, one day
Here we
Bible
go.
stuff.
Here we go.
Alright, so it's really just a lot of this. I know it's kind of boring. I have not much to say. Because playing play mode is not... we're not going to get anywhere playing play mode, so there's really no reason to. Once we get all the classes, we should be able to get some more packs. But I wanted to do an individual video on each one. Now this is one of the reasons why it's very strong. I'm actually going to keep this all in. Backstab is a 0 mana removal spell, and it just does so much for this deck, and yeah, it's just insane card. Definitely recommend too, for sure.
Here we go.
That's really good.
Blood.
Here we go.
Yeti, 4, 5 into this or this, or with this. That's fine. Oh, backstab would be amazing. So we backstab that. it's literally can kill
must
pretty much
cleanse
all
the sun
4
well.
drops, or all 2 drops or 1 drops in the game. Sometimes even 3 drops if they're really that weak, like BGH. They're very weak.
Why do you go?
Oh my god, this is amazing.
Here we go. I can't do this.
Alright, so we're beating them down really quickly, and that's what we need to do to level up our rogue. Then we'll move on to the next class, which I believe is Paladin. Very fun. That's more fun, I guess. This card this time I don't think we have any of the more fun cards that I can really talk about. And we need to just really, I wish you could kind of speed up the way they played though, because that would make it much easier and faster. So.
Valir versus Gul'dan.
So as you can see, these games are like really fast. This is the 3rd game already, right? So,
Watch your...
or 4th game, I think. I'm not sure. These are just very efficient. Rogue is known to be a very good tempo class because they have very efficient removal, low cost removal, and just high amounts of tempo cards like Sap. This card can remove pretty much any. It removes any card in the game as a tempo play, so it's just really solid overall. We're gonna kill it.
Here we go.
Since we don't have a play till turn 4. Playing life. Some of these computers are really smart. Elikikl.
Here we go.
So I played the poison just because it doesn't actually matter, but usually you play a poison to remove a minion. So if they have a 2 health minion or 3 health minion, that's how you remove it. You play you usually should have a dagger already. It's really a lot about setting up turns and stuff, but there's nothing interesting here. There's not much to set up, so kind of sucks, but that's kind of how it is.
Here we go.
This deck, especially with basic decks like this. Let's see, 10.
Here we go.
That is weird. Weird battle cry. Alright. I feel getting bored, so I may just end this after the next match. We have none of the really cool cards, and Fan of Knives is a fun card. I'll go add that in. So this will differ from the deck, but I'm not gonna. I don't need to set it up. I think you guys understand. Let's go. I actually will put in. So yeah, let's take this out. Let's take this out, and let's put some of these. So let me screw this. Since we're changing the deck as we get more since we change the deck as we get more basic cards, I don't think there's any reason to. Oh no, I'm not playing ranked. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to finish the Old Gods quest on this account though, sadly. Because the deck, this thing has no playable cards, so nothing that can actually build a real deck and play against players that have real decks. So kind of Bible thump until then, until we can start establishing a really solid deck, and that's when we'll be able to do something for real. In fact, there's a lot of combos for 4 cards with Pyromancer in this deck because of just the coin and a lot of stuff. I'm actually gonna do this. Oh, that's really solid. I like it. So the backstab deals 2 damage to the succubus, and then Pyromancer nukes for 1, so that's why I'm able to clear the board. It's really solid. So I'm gonna play this now. That's fine. Also, I'm gonna explain why we play 3 2s instead of 2 3s. When you play 3 2s, 3 2s can trade for against 2 3s and other 3 2s, but 2 3s cannot. 2 3s can only trade into 2 3 2s. So 3 2 you have the flexibility.
Why do you go?
That's a lot of stuff.
Why do you go?
Wow, that's a lot of stuff. I'm actually gonna play this.
Here we go.
Oh, okay. Still trading.
You're in trouble now. Here we go.
Alright, should be easy from now. Am I dead next turn? Ooh, damn. That sucks. Oh, I get disconnected. Oh, the sadness. Awkward. I don't understand why it just happens, because it just happens, so. Disconnected, reconnected, disconnected, reconnected, Ella giggle. That's kind of just my luck, alright. So we'll draw. I don't understand why it's slow. Oh, it's because we're still disconnected. Oh my god. It's super slow. I don't understand why. See, if I click on anything, it takes like a little while to register. Alright, we'll try again. Basically, any time that I want to record, my internet will always go out. That's kind of just my luck. It always happens to me. Rolling implosion on a 2 is not enough. So there we go. Alright, so drew this. Okay. I think that's
Here we go.
So good things about a class like Rogue is that it can trade into a lot of things. It can trade into things with 1 health, so that's really
We
solid.
must cleanse the Sunwell. We must cleanse the Sunwell. I don't have enough mana.
Here we go.
1 damage off. Wow, we did it. And that's why we trade instead of smarking. I guess. Hey, we still leveled up, that's fine. Alright, so I'm gonna end the episode here. There's really no reason. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. In the next class we're doing Paladin.